in Karnataka, where, remember, there is a newly incumbent Congress government. The Bakrid celebrations are right around the corner in the state. They're set to take place tomorrow. And a Karnataka minister has urged strong measures against the issue of cow vigilantism across the entire state. Minister Priyank Kharge has, while speaking to News18, warned of strict action. He's essentially said that police officials on the ground will take strict action against cow vigilantes across the state. Now, the BJP is saying that the minister is promoting illegal cow slaughter in the state. They've actually shared just a portion of his speech. My colleague Rohini Swami is with us right now to bring us a lot more in terms of context. Rohini, some of the context here is, of course, required. The BJP's laws introduced during the last BJP government when it came to cow slaughter. If you could bring us that context, and then if you could tell us what it is that Congress ministers have had to say about it and this most recent controversy.
Well, if you remember that in the previous BJP government that was led by Mr. Basaraj Bommai, the anti-cow slaughter bill was passed, it became a law. And in that, it was very specifically mentioned that these are, and we're very specifically, it has nothing to do with cows, but buffaloes above the age of 12 who are not being able to be a part of the farmer's life, for example, in terms of farming or any other work, if they're what we would call useless in terms, if I could use a word of that sort, then those animals could be sent to slaughter. They're very, very clearly mentioned about the age in which, and they need to get a certification from a veterinary doctor saying that the animal cannot do any more work or is now a liability to the farmer. Only then can it be sent to a slaughterhouse. Now, this was the law. Now, what has happened recently is that now we have Bakri Eid is coming in, and there is a tradition of slaughter. Now, the Karnataka Minister, Mr. Priyank Kharge, he made a point and said that, and this has happened also because there were cases even in April where cow vigilantes, or they call themselves govt, did attack a person in Ramnagara, near Mandya in Karnataka, while he was transporting cattle. And that case also later was seen that the person who was transporting the cattle also was even given a kind of, through the stun gun was also attacked. Now, that kept aside, Mr. Priyank Kharge had said that if cow vigilantes are found on the streets trying to create issues just before Eid, and people who are trying to break the law, they will be kicked and put into jail, and action will be taken against them. The point that the minister was making is that people should not create tension in the name of vigilantism. And later, when we spoke to BJP leaders as well, they said that everything works within the purview of law, and the Congress, now that they're in power, cannot buy people's feelings or cannot try to intrude themselves in the lives of people, especially those who are Hindus and who feel that their sentiments are hurt. Rather, they ask them, and for example, I'm quoting here the Udupi MLA, Mr. Yashpal Suvarna, who is a self-proclaimed govt or a cow vigilante, and said that they will work within the purview of law, and if they find that a cow which is right now banned even under the law is being transported, they will bring the issue to the under the law and will highlight it to the government as well. But clearly this has not gone down very well with other right-wing organizations where I spoke to a few of them, especially in the region of Dakshin Kannada, who said that they feel that the Congress is trying to do this in terms of talk about cow vigilantes or govt only to appease the Muslims, because they won this election by only appeasing the Muslims, and they want to continue to appease them. So this is not just an issue of religious sentiments. It has become a political issue and is snowballing into a bigger issue. But all this in the background of the celebration of Eid. And let me make just one quick point, that keeping this in mind, the Karnataka government has issued instructions to the police to ensure that no such incident takes place where there are attacks that take place, and they have asked people to the police to keep a strict vigil on people who could possibly break the law, and keep, even if need be, get into preventive detention. And there is also a point they have made and said that they've requested, and Muslim leaders also have requested, that open sacrifices should not be done, which could hurt the sentiments of other communities as well.
Thank you, Rohini, for giving us context on that story. We're going to move